In today's video, I'm going to give you an update with the new numbers on our journey from going from $0 up to $100,000 in assets. But before we get into it, if you are interested in tracking this journey, this is a new series that I've started and it's going to help you see what exactly I'm doing to hit that goal of $100,000. And if it's something that you also want to participate in, it's a great avenue for you to hit those wealth goals that you have. So make sure that you smash that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification as I do update these numbers every 3 months until we get to that $100,000 mark. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed and that you do have that bell notification on so you are updated every single time I drop a new update with that journey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, in the first video of the series, we took inventory of where we stood with all of our assets. So if you recall, we talked about the 401k, the bank account, there's a stock portfolio account I have, and then also a crypto account. And at that time, the total numbers added up to $37,751.96. Now, we didn't start at zero in the video series, but in the first video, which I will link in the description below, I talk about how I got from that zero up to $37,000. So if you do want to understand how I got to this point where I'm at right now, you want to make sure that you go back in that video because I kind of show you how this all started and how I kept building my portfolio up to where it is today. But I usually update my numbers every 3 months or so. I like to know what the score is and where my assets sit. And so what I'll do is every 3 months, I will update these numbers until I hit that goal of $100,000. So on April 19th, it was another 3 months. So I want to give you what those new numbers look like. And then, of course, I'll still update periodically. Maybe each month I'll do it for you if that's what you guys want. Or if you want me to keep doing every 3 months, I can do that as well until we get to that $100,000 mark, of course. But I want to go through, again, all of those different accounts and take inventory with where they're at. And then we'll talk about what changed in those accounts. So again, to recap, we have the 401k, the bank account, the Robinhood account, and then the crypto account as well. And we do have a lot of positive changes in those. So let's go ahead and go through them one by one. Now, the first one is the 401k, and what I would say the most boring account, because we all know how 401ks work. This one is a work 401k that I have, and they do actually match. My employer does match on it, but you don't get the matching until the end of the year. So right now, everything that's going into my 401k is my contribution only. So on the last video, we were at $5,858.65. I contribute about, I believe it's 3% of every paycheck into my 401k right now. So our new total from, I think it was a couple of weeks ago when we did this video till now, is $6,046.58, giving us a increase of $187.93. And this one, I'm not really surprised to see it increase. The market has been a little unstable, but for the most part over the past month or so, it's been going up a little bit. So to see that is really good. But again, it's one of those out of sight, out of mind accounts where I just contribute to it every single month. So to see it go up is definitely pretty cool. So the next account that I want to talk about is the bank account. And this is where we actually saw the biggest change from a number standpoint. So on the last video, we were at $1,870.18. Currently where we sit today is $6,166.77 for an increase of $4,296.59. Now I want to talk about this from two different angles. First is what changed. Why was there that massive change in bank account? And there's actually two reasons why. The first one is because obviously it's tax season, so tax return helped with that number big time. But second is I've been really diligent about saving money lately because, as I've been mentioning in previous videos, there's a lot of economic uncertainty going on right now, and I want to make sure that I have some money built up in the event of something crazy happening. So my feeling behind it is, why not have that nest egg in case something does happen, and just kind of prepare for it. So that's why it is where it is right now. But secondly, I always talk about how I like having my money work for me. So it's kind of strange to see that much money in my bank account, but that doesn't mean that I'm not actively still investing. As I mentioned to you guys, I still dollar cost average every single day. So every day I'm putting a little bit of money into an investment, whether it be crypto or the stock market or what have you. But also, as I mentioned in a previous video, Amazon and Google stock is going to be splitting. And when it splits, which I believe is happening earliest in June, it's going to go 20-1 stock split, which means that for every one share you hold, you're going to get 19 shares. Now, both of those companies are going to be around for decades to come. And I think that that stock split is a great opportunity to build wealth for people long term. So the reason why I'm holding that much money in my bank account right now rather than deploying it into an investment is I want to participate in that stock split, but my idea right now is I want to see if it'll go down more so that I can buy it at a further discount. So I'm leaving that amount in there until probably, I would say, like mid-May or so. And then I'll make a move to buy either Amazon or Google. I might do both. I don't know yet. But it's still nice to have the option to do both if I choose to. So that's why I'm keeping that amount in there. Is yes, I'm still dollar cost averaging, but also I still want to be able to use those funds to make that big purchase to further my portfolio if I choose to. So that's the biggest change that we've seen so far. So for this next account, this is actually the one that we see the biggest change from a loss standpoint. And this is the Robinhood account. So I'll touch on the loss, and then I'll talk about why we're seeing that. But last time we touched on this number, $21,738.11. And where it sits today is $18,284.15 for a loss of $3,453.96. Now, the reason that we're seeing this loss actually has nothing to do with the stock market at all. I got an email about a week ago from a staking company that I use called Celsius. They stake your crypto. And the email basically said that due to SEC regulations, April 18th is the last day that they will accept new crypto to come on the platform that you can continue getting staking rewards with. Staking rewards, if you don't know, basically all it means is I'm keeping my crypto on this exchange, which this company can then lend out to other people in the form of a loan. And if they use my crypto for doing that, they give me a percentage return on investment. So it's like having a high yield savings account, essentially. So what I did was I transferred all of my Bitcoin off of Robinhood because I had Bitcoin and ETH on there. I transferred all of my Bitcoin off of it, which was about $3,300 and some change. And I put it onto my Celsius. So that's why we see the big change here. But I am going to start getting some passive income coming in from that crypto. So I saw that more as a bonus than seeing it as a temporary loss. So that's why we see that. I also have slowed down my stock investing quite a bit only because of the uncertainty in the stock market itself. Now, I am still buying certain stock, but I'm not throwing a lot of money into the stock market. I did buy 2 different stocks over the past month, which is Matterport is one of them. I'll dollar cost average into Matterport. And then also I dollar cost average into an index account as well. So I did buy a couple of stocks, but I'm not buying anything big as of right now. Most of what I'm investing is actually going into crypto in the moment. So that's why we're seeing the big change in the numbers from the stock market right now. Now, the last account that we're going to touch on is the crypto account. And we'll see the second biggest change here, but keep in mind that that change does have a lot to do with the fact that I transferred my Bitcoin off of Robinhood and put it into Celsius so I can get that passive income coming in. So the last time we talked about crypto, the number was $8,285.02. And currently that number sits at $12,209.82 for a total increase of $3,924.80. And again, 3,300 of that came from the transfer of Bitcoin from Robinhood over to Celsius. So on this, the crypto market has been going up a little bit from the last time that we looked at it itself. So part of that is increase, but also keep in mind that I dollar cost average into crypto every single day. So on average, I'm putting about 200, maybe a little bit more a month into crypto itself. So part of it is gains, but also part of it is the regular contribution. So that's why we're seeing the increase that we're seeing. Because right now, for me, from a safety standpoint, I feel like putting your money into crypto is a lot safer than putting it into the stock market. So that's where the majority of my investing has been going. And that's why we're seeing that number increase as much as it has. So if we look at all the numbers, we now have a new total of $42,707.32. And the last time we made a video was at $37,751.96, meaning that we've increased our assets by $4,955.36. And again, I get that a lot of that is because of the change in the bank account. But keep in mind that because of what's happening with the economy right now, I've scaled back how much I'm actually throwing into the stock market and crypto, because both of them have really seen a little bit of stagnation, if you will. They're not really doing a lot. I'm not stopping my investing. I still am dollar cost averaging, but I'm holding a lot more assets in my bank account than I normally would. Number one, because of that stock split for Google and Amazon, I will definitely be participating in one, if not both of them. But also it's nice to have that money in case of an emergency. So that was really the main difference in why we're seeing what we're seeing right now. But either way, that money's going to get used for investing one way or the other. So that's where we're at right now. So 5,000 more than where we were a couple of weeks ago, which is really good. So that's awesome. So I will continue to track the journey on this series. So if you didn't see part one, make sure that you go back to the playlist to check it out. And then let me know what you guys want moving forward. Should I update this every single month, or should I continue to do it every 3 months like I have been? So let me know and drop it in the comments below. But if you want to continue to track this journey and ultimately participate and just kind of see what I'm doing with my investments, so you might be able to get some ideas, make sure that you smash that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you are notified every single time I drop a new video. And ultimately, this is a channel based on finances. I do education of finances, some news as to what's happening in the finance world, so you're kept in the know about what's happening and you can prepare for what's happening. And then ultimately, just really help you understand finances better. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed and you are getting the knowledge as you need it. So other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and take care.